What Happened This Week podcast. Just two best friends chatting in the trailer about all the things you are thinking about. Because you never know with Kim and Tricia.
Merry Christmas! Woohoo! So today is Christmas.
Yes, happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
Happy birthday, Jesus, first and foremost.
Reason for the season.
That is right. That is right.
Mm-hmm.
We are recording today on a Saturday, but when this drops, it'll be Christmas Day.
Yep.
So we're going to a Christmas or cookie exchange later.
We are. I make peanut butter butterscotch. Remember?
Peanut butter butterscotch. Peanut butter butterscotch. And so how they turn out?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I made mine. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor did. And she's a phenomenal chef. I just think they're gooey.
Well, you don't really have a kitchen at this point, so.
Well, actually, you're right. And I took advantage of that because last night I went to my sister's. I've had the majority of my Christmas presents delivered to her house.
Oh, yeah.
So while I was in Stewart yesterday picking up Taylor, I went to Kelly's house and wrapped. So I told Taylor, mindset, women, we can do two things at once. By the time we get home tomorrow night or tonight, we will not have time to bake these no-bake cookies.
Right.
And we had plans today. So we stopped and got the ingredients and made them at Kelly's.
Good job.
I'm like, because we had bigger room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I thought about you. Like, I was like, even though there were no bake, I still just, as I was making my no bakes, I was like, I don't know how she's doing this. So,
No. So it totally worked out.
even for me, like, mine had to go in the freezer, and luckily, like, we have those outside deep freezers. So that's
yeah.
where I put it.
I think should have put them in the freezer. I did say you gotta let them sit out and cool and then put them in the refrigerator. But we did layer them because Taylor and I, we had to think about that because we don't have a regular size refrigerator.
Right.
There was a lot of thought process going into it.
Like,
I was like, so let's just make them in Aunt Kelly. I said, worst case, it's kind of like funny because I don't cook, right? We know this. And I've come to the conclusion that I don't cook. And I'm really okay with that with myself. But I feel like this year I even have a better excuse because I don't have a kitchen.
Exactly.
So like I was talking to my sister, she's like, I'm gonna do this for Christmas, make all this food. I'm like, what do you want me to bring? She's like, just bring yourself. I'm like, okay.
Got it.
Because I'm like, I can bring cracked dip because that's about
Exactly.
that is limited as a space. So I kind of have an
Exactly.
excuse this year. I feel like not
Nice.
to like it's okay, Kim, if you bring hot wings from Publix. You know what I mean? So.
Jeez. Speaking of presents, I got your present.
Ew!
Yep,
Present time. Present time. So, which one do we want me to open first?
They don't go together, but the first one, this one's practical. This one was like
Okay.
fun.
So then let me do, this one is practical, and then this one is fun.
Okay, well, you got pretty wrapping papers.
Girl, listen, I went to the dollar store,
I love it.
and I was envisioning that bag for you, though, because of the truck.
I like
And that's
that.
a very much of a theme. Have you noticed that?
Like country,
Christmas,
like
the country,
yeah,
and the
outdoors,
camper.
Like, camper, yeah.
Like
So
if
you're
I
embracing
really
it,
was,
camper life.
if I was really loving camper life, it would be easy to find me a bunch of stuff this year.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. I don't want that stuff. Okay, so I'm opening my card.
Open your practical, then I'll open my practical.
Okay. All right. Dun 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 dun. I'm like a kid opening a present. Treat yourself. Woo, those I like. Those are your
So yeah, my macaroons.
that you like.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop. To a very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thanks for always being my girl. Excited to see where it takes us in 2021. Love, Jason. Tricia, Jason, Gavin, Reagan, and Brady. Oh, you got Grady. It looks like Brady.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, what did I say, Brady? But that's the first time you've ever had to sign his name to something, isn't it?
No,
Was it awkward?
The first time I put his name on something is the birthday present we sent you this year. That's when I said,
Oh,
that's how
yes,
you found out
yes,
his
yes.
name.
Well, you typed it. This is
Yes.
maybe the first time you're writing
Yes,
it. Yes.
so.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
You're
And
welcome.
Amazon
Amazon.
delivers to the hood.
Good.
I got an Amazon story.
Okay.
Go ahead, open up your present.
Okay.
Whoop whoop. You know
Oh,
I
you know
can
what I
definitely
love?
take advantage of this.
Glitter. Thanks.
Oh no, I got glitter on my butt.
No, I don't see any. But I'm going to have it on mine, but this ain't what I'm wearing anyway.
I found a $5 shirt at Bell's on clearance.
Uh-huh.
Girl, it was nothing but glitter.
That's why I was on clearance. I hate glitter, just so you know.
You hate glitter.
Hate glitter.
Good to know. It was in my hair. I actually walked into a doctor's office and left glitter everywhere. It's like glitter poop.
I think glitter should be banned from the universe.
Yes, agreed.
Oh boy. Have a holly jolly Christmas, some cocktail
Holly jolly-
napkins.
Whoop whoop.
Is a box. Okay.
That is for Grady
Oh, okay.
from Aunt Kimmy.
And Kimmy. Aw. Aw, it's so sweet. Because you know you got Reagan hers. We put on the tree today. Her
Oh
first baby. You got her
yes.
one.
So I got
Thank
him a
you.
little something. Next year I'll get him a toy. He doesn't really know. He
doesn't
just
have a
smile
clue.
and
So he's such a sweet
Google
baby.
at you.
All right.
I will have to give a shout out to the store I went and purchased your gift from
Okay.
because we would have not have known about them if we had not went to the Amazing Race. Twinkles.
Oh, okay.
Well, such a cute little shop they have there.
Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to all, and to all some good wine. Duh. Oh, this is cool. Light up wine caddy.
Yeah, so what you do is if you slide that up, you can actually put a wine bottle in there, and it has the lights.
Cool. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, the lights are probably up here.
And then I think
There's
she
something
showed
up here.
Yeah, she showed it to me.
Yeah,
They're up there, yeah. So then...
And they must hang.
Yeah, they hang down there, in
Very
there.
cool.
It was a really cool little setup they had there with the wine bottle. So
Did you tell her that that's how you knew about them?
I did.
Good.
I did, yes.
Think they needed to know that.
Yes.
Just so that, you know.
And I don't like Christmas, so it was really hard for me to walk in that store because everything's Christmas.
It's like Christmas threw up.
Yeah, but it was beautifully done. If I was into Christmas, like it would have been like the place to go to would be to buy Christmas stuff.
Well, I love it.
All right, so
Okay, now you go ahead and open up your...
this is our practical gift.
That was practical. This is fun.
This is fun. Okay. And I'm glad you wrapped because I hate to wrap.
I hate to wrap too, but... I
can't wrap.
And I do have these pretty boxes, and I don't have to wrap, but I think people enjoy opening
You know what?
presents.
You could just get away with just putting a bow on that.
I know, but I think, especially, my kids like to open presents.
Yes.
That takes that away.
That is true.
So.
Oh my gosh. Trailer park supervisor. I love this. Oh my god. I am... What, did I break something?
No, I think it has a thing in it or something.
Oh my god. I love this. I am going to totally rock this, especially when I'm washing laundry. So it's a red hat that says Trailer Park Supervisor.
When you go to Florida Days, that is what you...
All day. You know what? I'm just going to park my Jeep at the church and walk up and down that place. Seriously. Oh my god, I love that. Straight out of the trailer. Oh my god, I love that.
Well, originally I bought you the shirt and the hat as a housewarming gift because you were going to be straight out of the trailer.
Right.
And so then I was like, well, it's going to be a Christmas present, and then I'll have to buy a Christmas present.
I hope I'm not there by still on 4th of July, but tell me this is not the best 4th of July outfit. Red hat, blue shirt, I totally would rock this at 4th of July.
I saw that hat, and I about peed myself because I thought it was the best.
That's totally me.
It actually looks good on you, too. Red looks good on you.
Well, I'm going to bingo night on Monday night at the diner. I'm totally going to I'm going to wear both of these. I swear to God. That is awesome. And I'm going to have James take a picture of me.
Okay. I love this.
That's awesome.
All
Thank
right.
you so
You're
much.
welcome.
That's perfect.
There's
That is
only one person I know who would love this.
heck
so.
yeah. I could rock that all day long.
And that hat, after our Florida Days story, I was like, she needs this hat.
All day long. All day long. You did good on that. Look at that. Woo woo. Thank you. Now this is because I love you so much, but you are getting old. So I feel like I had to get you a getting old kit.
Centrum Silver.
Centrum Silver, and for women over 50, okay? Because I just feel like you need to take your vitamins every day for your bones, because I feel really bad.
Oh, my knee brace.
I got you a knee brace for your bum knee, so I figured you need that. Things get tough out there.
My arthritis pain cream.
I got you. And listen, I did some research on that. That's actually 90% effective.
I don't have these, but hemorrhoid wipes.
In case you do.
Okay.
I mean,
I could have used them during pregnancy, probably.
yes.
Oh, this is it. This inflatable vinyl cushion.
Cushion, right.
Okay.
So that kind of helps with the hemorrhoids, or just as you sit down.
Hey, you know what? My back's been bothering me because all I do is sit here.
There you go. Sit on the cushion. Sit on the cushion, on the donut.
Oh, straight up with Trent Shelton. That's awesome.
Just a little reading material.
Aw.
And I got you a little something in there. It's
Because
not.
you never know. Thank you for always being my best friend and family. You have supported me more than anyone. You're always my cheerleader. Love you always, Kim. So, thank you.
That's his newest book, and Taylor doesn't know this, but I got her one as well for Christmas,
Okay,
and I
cool.
got me one.
Awesome.
So. Read it. Maybe
Yeah.
we can get
Like a
maybe
book club.
like a book club, or
Yeah.
just at least you and I can be on the same chapter.
Yeah,
but that's his newest
absolutely.
book,
Cool.
and we like listening to him, right? We quoted him
Absolutely.
from time to time.
Absolutely.
And
may
I know
may have had some bad chapters in your life, but it doesn't mean your story ends bad.
That's right.
And that's just a big deal.
And
you know?
speaking of Trent Shelton, I just want you to know, he's in my contacts now on my phone.
Like a real contact.
Mm-hmm.
Like you call him.
Yes, we we speak to each other frequently. So, for instance, let's see. I just got a text from him on Thursday. Trent Shelton, even his face. Well, here's the real story.
Is it like you signed up for a list?
Yeah, I did. But come on, what abs? He's talking to me. He speaks to me. He is taking a break from social media.
Oh, okay, so he's not on the gram.
He's on the gram. He is putting a lot of free content on YouTube, but he said join his social, not marketing, which I say marketing, text community. That's what I call it. And so I did. It's free. Mm-hmm. And so he sends you random things. So, yeah, I'm all about Trent. Okay? And I have to say, he had a really good one. 2 episodes ago, he was talking about his mother's in hospice, so she's not doing so well. And he was talking about, you can have all this money in the world, you can do all these things in the world. And he goes, his mother, he's like, the one thing she says that she wished she could do is spend time with her sisters or her brothers or her grandkids. Mm-hmm. Like, when you're at that knocking on death's door, like, you forget about, she's not saying she wants to make more money. She's not saying that she needs to have, all these friends. Right. She's not saying all that stuff. So it was kind of a real, and he said, close your eyes. I sat down, girl. I was cleaning. I closed my eye. I never meditate. I'm like, all right, Trent. He's like, think of a time you're your happiest, you're the most. And you know what I went to? When I was 5 years old. It was a Christmas. It was the best Christmas I ever had.
Oh, really?
My sister wasn't alive. One.
So you're the
I was the only child. Therefore, I got all the presents. I think that might be number 1. But number 2, I'll never forget it. It was like wall-to-wall presents. Mm-hmm. And there was this kitchen with a washing machine and dryer, a stove. It was like the modern day, something Reagan would have, like, a Mickey Mouse. But it was like the whole setup. I had it for days. And I had all the pots and pans and the fake food. I mean, I was just, So that was my best Christmas. And I don't have many memories from, I don't know, from my childhood. I don't know, for many, many reasons maybe. But that, at 5, I remember. So that's where I went when he was talking to me.
That's nice.
So what's your favorite Christmas memory?
Well, it's probably around the same time. I don't know. But that memory, did y'all live in the trailer at that point?
We did.
Okay. So I would say mine's probably pretty close to that then too. As far as as a childhood one, it's the same thing, like wall-to-wall presents. But I mean, our trailer wasn't that big.
So, you're probably right. So to us, it was like massive, right? It was probably like, I say it was this big old kitchen set, but it was probably like the size of this box, but you're right. You can always do less or you can do more with less, right? Right.
So, yeah, so it was probably that. It was just, like me and Kim and Lauren got some dolls and I don't know. I guess, you know that Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why it's probably not like, what's your favorite Christmas? I'm really looking forward to this Christmas because Reagan is at that age where it's so exciting.
Right, right.
And I remember Gavin when he was that age, and it was like just this, Mommy, look what Santa got me. And it was like such this excitement. So, I think those are definitely my favorite ones is when Gavin was at that age, But yeah, Christmas has always been really tough. I don't know why I don't care for it all that much.
Yeah, I never really have either. So it's like, I don't know. I never really, my mom, she always did like a big old meal and, I have those kind of memories and we never really did like a big family because we have a small family to begin with. So maybe that's why. Right. I was just ready for the day to get over with so I could get with my friends or just go do whatever I need to do. I don't really have those memories of like having a really good Christmas. So I'm excited that it's on a Friday, that it's today because you have the whole weekend, right? It's like an extra day off. That's how I look at it,
Usually you get like a half day on Christmas Eve, so then it's like whole week is shot. Well, Jason's off this whole past week and the following week.
Nice.
Yeah, so hopefully get a lot of stuff done at our house.
Yeah, that's the goal. You better give them a to-do list, an agenda.
Well, they're digging the trench right now to put the power in.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Very nice. So do you guys have like a tentative, like, kind of like, I don't want to say a date, but like you're talking maybe January, February, March?
I don't know, maybe
May, my birthday?
June. Mimi says June.
Okay. All right. Well, that's about the time I'm getting kicked out of the Roadrunner. Yeah. So just make sure my amp works.
Yeah, exactly.
We might be both moving in on the same day.
Exactly. Yeah, no, windows come in this week, so the windows and doors will be installed. Yeah, there's still a lot to do. Luckily, a lot of the stuff is being done too by other people. The electricians, plumbers, drywall people get in there, the insulation people. Mimi's got to paint.
Oh no! Does Mimi enjoy painting?
She's saying no, but she got a good sprayer she bought.
I'll tell you. Well, I mean, some people enjoy painting. Like my mother-in-law, James's mom, she loves to paint. And her dad was a painter by trade, I think, and so she just gets all into it. I'm like, no. Not me.
Tell her I got a lot of stuff to paint.
I can't. I just don't like to cut in, and I paint the ceiling, and I remember whenever I painted a bathroom in my first townhouse, I kept nicking the ceiling. I should have taped it off. I just ended up rolling the ceiling, and it was blue. So I was like, "We'll be under the sea." And then I actually put like fish on the ceiling because I was like, "Whatever." At this point, I don't care.
That's a thing now, that paint your ceilings.
Yeah.
Like actually, like maybe leave the wall white and then paint the ceiling.
Yeah. You know what's not in?
What?
Popcorn ceilings.
Yeah, no.
And apparently, the lot of houses I've been in have had them, or they have it removed.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty cool process to have it, to watch it. I watched a video on it getting removed.
Yeah.
They spray like water essentially,
and
they just
scrape
take a
it.
scrubber. But them guys make a lot of money doing
Well, a lot
that.
of it has asbestos in it, so you have to watch out for that.
Yeah, that's true.
Kim and Tone had theirs taken down, and
Yeah.
asbestos.
But I mean, what is it? Just a decorative piece, and now you just spray to take it down? I mean, I don't get the whole purpose of a popcorn ceiling.
Spray. It's like a texture spray, so I think it's like the popcorn, I imagine, has got to be like a foam, right? Like
Right. Yeah.
sprayed through like with a plaster or something. So once you wet plaster, it's like if you wet drywall, like how that reacts, that's probably the same concept.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they scrape it, and they usually skim coat it after they scrape it to flatten everything out, and then
Okay.
So we are gonna have most of our house is gonna be white. So
Yeah.
except the kids' bedrooms and our bedroom. But
Yeah.
the rest of the house is white. 'Cause
White.
I just don't know what else to do with it. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, you get time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just
I'm not worried about it. I mean, because there's one whole wall that's like shiplap, so that's gonna be white, and then like there's like a whole wall that's gonna be like whitewashed brick.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to overwhelm it with yet another color in there because I'm still debating on if I should do a white island or a colored island. If I do a colored island, then it's like no, the walls have to stay white.
Right.
Like you can't like, too many colors.
Yeah.
We'll leave the rest of the color for the bedroom.
Yeah. There you go.
We'll see. Yeah.
So yesterday I went to Stewart, and I had like planned now to come to town.
Yeah, because you live.
Actually, I live closer to you, almost closer to you than I did live in Hope Sound.
I could see that, but it's still pretty far.
It's still pretty far, yeah. So I had to
I
plan.
didn't go see you in Hope Sound much either. So
No. You just have to head north. The traffic is way easier north than having south. That's for sure. I can say that. So I had to go ahead and get Taylor. And so I said, you know what? I had a majority of all of my Christmas gifts sent to Kelly's house because that's my new address,
Right.
For almost everything, And so she's like, all your presents, because I text her, she's like, oh, I'm at Walmart, whatever. So she said, all your presents are in her closet. Well, first of all, back up. I recently have realized that Amazon, so I will use my Amazon card, will deliver to the camper park. However, you do not put your lot number and they end up at the office, they will charge you $5 a package.
Oh wow, really?
Because then they have to hand deliver it. So I always make sure I put my lot number. So I get a message yesterday. I am at work, and I get a message that says, hello, from Amazon. It pops up on my phone. I'm like, what does Amazon want?
Right.
Why are they texting me? Well, the driver needs assistance. I'm like, what? So I pulled it up, and it said, we are unable to locate you. And I'm like, I'm going to get charged $5. That was my immediate response.
And it was only a $3 package.
Seriously. I'm like, oh my God. So then I went and looked, and I'm like, no, I had it shipped to the right address. But apparently, for whatever reason, their GPS had them at the other end of the camper park. But I literally typed in, I'm at the Roadrunner. When you come into the gate, go to the right. Come all the way down. I have the black Jeep in the driveway. Like, I'm literally telling him how to get there.
Gosh.
I am lot S53. I will be outside. Because I get a message back, okay, we will be looking for you. I'm like, I will be outside. So I literally went outside, and the guy was like, he's like, you were really quick to respond. I said, Amazon's never texted me before. I said, you guys get sophisticated every day.
Yeah, they called me because they couldn't find me the other day. I got a package from somebody, and they put, instead of 8, they put 9 or whatever on the address. And so she's like, I'm looking for you, and we're, this. I'm like, no, for this. She's like, okay, that's what I thought. So I'm to make sure. I was like, okay, no problem. And then our desk were supposed to be delivered Monday, right?
Right.
Office Depot called me yesterday. Hey, I'm here to deliver your desk.
Shut the front door.
And I'm like, what are we going to do? And I was like, well, I said, well, just bring them to this. I said, the reception's on the second floor. Just bring them to her. She'll tell you what to do with them. Because, I assume the unit's probably open, or they could just put them somewhere for us. I mean, how big could the box be? I was like, whatever. He's like, is there an elevator? I was like, of course there's an elevator. And he's like, okay. He's like, do you need to call her and tell her? I was like, no, just go up there and tell her. I was like, let them handle this. I'm like, I don't even know their phone number.
Right.
I'm sure when we get our key
Yeah.
Monday, we'll get her phone number. But they didn't call me. They must not have cared. So
Okay.
And then I didn't order the chairs yet because I went on to the Alliance page. I was on there, and there's a discount for Staples.
Okay.
For Alliance members, and it takes a few days for you to get your particular code.
Okay.
So I don't know how much it'll be or if it'll apply, but I was figured it's better wait and see.
All day.
Who cares?
All day.
So
we can use that for our printers too, and our printer and our scanner.
Exactly. And I mean, it only takes a day to get something delivered, so I wasn't gonna. There's no rush on it at any rate. I'd rather save money.
Well, I had a moment this morning. I've been actually stressing it because I'm taking my exam on the 2nd and at 8:00, and I thought I would be in the new house by then. And I'm like, I need a place to go that's quiet. I know we talked about it. We could do like your camper, and I'm like, I wonder. I told Tillman, do you think Grandma Vicky would let me just go rent a room? Like, I was really thinking hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have our office.
I thought about that the other day too.
What the heck's wrong with
Kim
me?
Take her exam in the office.
That's the whole purpose.
Yes.
Couldn't be in a better setting.
Exactly.
So that's where I'll be.
Won't be a soul in there.
No, and I'm actually going to be off the 31st, and the 1st, and so I'm going to be like, I'm a crasher, just cramming. So, but yeah, I'm like, why did I not think about that?
Yeah, I didn't think about it the other day until actually the guy called and said he was delivering the desk.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Kim can go in here. No, I was thinking about putting the TV up.
Okay.
In the office. Like, are we going to put the TV where that guy had the TV?
Yeah.
Like, do we have, like, I have some furniture in storage that I don't know who we're going to use. Maybe we can bring that into the, thing or whatever. And I was like, I don't know why I thought about it. I was like, okay, with monitors, I got to get those. I'm like, oh, does Kim still need 2 monitors? Take that. Oh, she can take tests of the. Like, it was like this whole thought process.
The whole
about
thing,
it.
yes. Yeah, once we get the desk delivered, then we can kind of like see what the setup is. Even if I was even thinking maybe like an accent piece, like an accent desk, not something the entire setup, because if I'm not there full time, because I could then take that accent piece and move it to my new house if I ever get a house, because I do need something like that. So we can play with that, whatever that room looks like. I mean, it's a pretty, it wasn't a square, it's like a rectangle.
Yeah.
So we can play with it and see where we're at. So, but it's exciting. We're going to get our keys on Monday.
We got 12 policies so far this month, and by the time this airs, probably more because it's been a whole other week.
Whoop, whoop. Anybody who is buying their kids four-wheelers, side-by-sides, or their wives or husbands, any of those vehicles, golf carts this week, make sure you get insurance on it.
Our airboats. I got a thing. I got our first official message from the website. I got to tell you. Requesting a quote.
Get out of town. You gotta tell me these things. That makes me.
It came in at like 9 o'clock at night, and my phone it goes off, ding, and I look at it, and Jason's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "We got a quote request on the website." It was for an airboat.
Who is it? Do we know them?
No, they're from Vero.
Organically?
Yes.
That's even better. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy.
No, we got, and that was our third completely organic person. Like, I had somebody call for a side-by-side quote that they must have been talking to you online about. I quoted them. I haven't heard back from them. The one lady that she was on next door, but I thought it was from you, but it turns out it was from a friend of mine who used to be in insurance that moved away. It was from her neighborhood that she was still part of, so she recommended us, and that's how she found us.
Nice.
But yeah, and so I was like, an airboat, and we didn't have anything, but I found something for somebody.
Nice.
And I sent him like the app and stuff, but I haven't heard back from him.
Okay.
Whatever. At least it was a starting, like, if someone's looking, and if someone ever needs an airboat, I know where to find you. Quote now.
Well, I think what I'll do too is, I know we're talking a lot of shop guys, but this is important stuff.
Exactly.
We're going to, now that we have an address, I'll go ahead and submit in for our Google.
Yes.
Because that way we can then get confirmed that we're legit, and then we can get organically and get into the SEOs for that.
And then something else I was going to tell you. Oh, Allstate. We're getting Allstate next year.
Really?
First month in first quarter. Within the first quarter, probably within January, I have Allstate.
Nice. That is good. I thought they only went all the independent agents with the Allstate.
They were only captive, but I did know that there were some other people in the alliance who had them, and I couldn't understand why we didn't have them, but I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. Right. We knew, and the mass email went out that it's going to be open to all alliance members.
Nice. That'll be
take
good.
Some training classes or something.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, we're just chugging along here.
That's it. Mm-hmm. And our official start date was January.
Yeah. So
I
mean, well.
Yeah.
It's really funny though, because 12 policies so far. So it's 12 policies. Today's the 19th. Okay. Do you remember I had somebody who worked for me and she didn't even write that many policies in a month? Mm-hmm. So I was pretty proud of myself.
All day long.
Pretty proud.
All day long. So, hey. Mm-hmm. And you think about it, 12 policies written, but you've probably quoted maybe double that. Or maybe a little bit less than double.
Less than double. I mean, pretty much everything I've quoted, I've gotten. So
okay, good, awesome.
Yeah.
We're just trucking along there. Meanwhile, I'm going to the buy here, pay here places. I feel like I need a shower. I think all the sales cars people are the same name, Tom or Bob.
Oh, probably.
You know, I'm like, hey, Tom. Like, I just know now. You know, I call him by name, not really. But, oh, my gosh. But that's an experience.
Yeah.
You know, it's like driving into a car lot, a used car lot or any kind of car lot. You know, like, they're like, oh.
They're ready to sell you something. Now they're finding out you're trying to sell them.
Yeah. Little do they know. Little do they know. So there's a couple more in Fort Pierce I'm going to hit up. There's a lot actually in Fort Pierce that I'm going to hit up. And I think it's important, like you mentioned, tax time.
Tax time. That's
all day long.
All the money comes again.
All day long. Exactly. So we got Taylor's truck.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. The truck's out of the shop. Joe went and picked it up, which is good. It's in his driveway. So that's good.
His problem, not yours.
Yep, his problem, not mine. Now I paid for it. It was $1,100. So I'm going to put the receipt in in a box for Taylor and let her unwrap that. Merry Christmas. But at least she'll have that. And I think, you know, it's kind of funny because we were having a conversation. She said, you know, Grandma said you could bring the truck back to her house once it got fixed. I said, nope. Grandma texted me and I told Grandma that I need that truck to be at your dad's house because I need you to walk out to it every day and I need to be in your face. She goes, you know, Mom, I was thinking the same thing. She goes, if I see it, I can feel it, I can touch it, I can sit in it, and I can get comfortable. She's like, I didn't realize how big the truck was. She just thought it was smaller and she's a little intimidated. I'm like, I would rather be in that tank than my Jeep. Because they don't make them like that anymore. You know what I mean? It's a more solid kind of vehicle.
Right, but I can understand her, like, you know, uncomfortable, like, backing up or parking, things like that. So she's going to need to work on that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's now she's like, okay, you're right. It does make sense. But now they only can put 2 cars in the driveway, right? So they have 3. So how they're going to maneuver and guide that, I don't know. I did tell her I didn't expect her to, once we get a tag and title, which will be the first of the year, to drive to Fort Pierce. Like, baby steps. Yeah. Mama don't even like to drive to Fort Pierce.
Well, you would even think that her dad would want her to have it done, not just for her sake, but for his. He could use it if he needed to.
Well, yeah, actually, he drove it home from the shop, and apparently he told Taylor he approved he likes it. I'm like, good, I'm going to tag and title it to you, and you can pay the insurance, too. So.
I just mean, like, he doesn't, you know, for that issue for him,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yesterday when I was packing all the presents at Taylor's house, that's where or Kelly's house, that's where I was making my cookies. And Kelly walks in while we're wrapping her present.
Oh, gosh.
I was like, hurry, run, Taylor. Then I had a present sitting there on the table, and she said, who'd you get that for? I said, Eli. She goes, me too. So I had to, and I found this out about Target, because I had bought it at Target in Georgia. I didn't have the receipt.
Oh.
But if you've purchased something at Target, they can pull your record from your debit card, and then they could pull it. And so I went to Target. So today I had to get up. We went Christmas shopping. Went to Bass Pro. Got James some gifts. He's gonna have a nice Christmas.
Well, that's nice.
We're doing Secret Santa tonight at his brother-in-law's or his brother's house. We always do Secret Santa. Of course, James gets me. Now this is gonna drop Christmas Day, so the cat's already out of the bag. I'm gonna tell you this now. So not unfortunately, Joanne found this really cool. It's elfster.com. Generally, we would like write on a piece of paper, like name your top 3 items or 4 items you want, and the cap's $100, and then you draw names and it's done. We usually do that at Thanksgiving, but we didn't do that. So she found a website that you register. You do individually have to register, and then the system actually draws names in, and then you get issued, and then you get their wish list. So of course James gets me, and everything on my wish list is tiki bar this, tiki bar that, garden that, like for my house, right? Except for wine glasses, which I don't even drink wine, but they're Christmassy.
Good thing you have it for me.
Yeah. So I'm like, so I said, you know what? I told James, I said, well, you bought me this thing, this Dallas Cowboys Scentsy thing. As I bought it for you, I said, well, I'll put it on your credit card. You know, you did buy it. So I sent it to Taylor. She wrapped it, and so I'm giving it to myself today. Except the tag says from Taylor, or to Kim from Holler and Bella.
Oh, okay.
So that's so I didn't re-gift anything. I guess I had to re-gift my own gift.
Yes, you did.
Isn't that what I did? I guess that's what I did, didn't I? No re-gifting this year for James.
Good.
I'm proud of myself.
You didn't get a Bobo used a Bass Pro gift card.
No, I actually used the Bass Pro gift card that I got him last year to help buy his gift this year.
Whatever.
I didn't. I found it, and I don't know if it's his. I'm assuming it is. It was in his catch-all basket. Okay. I'm like, I'm going to put this in my wallet for a rainy day.
Yeah.
So today I used it.
That's good.
To help buy his gift. So I guess I did re-gift a little bit, huh?
Yeah, but he wasn't using it.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
Yeah.
We got just about everybody done except for, well, it'll be done by this time. When this
I would
airs.
hope.
Our nephews, because, like, you tried to help me get it.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and so we can't get those anywhere. And then the other nephew sent us what he wants. Well, what he wants is a man's shoe, and he's still in a child size. And so we can't find this conversion here for this. It's just not working. So I'm not sure. They'll probably get gift cards like everybody else.
Well, you know what? Gift cards are the way to go.
Gift cards to the places that sell the things they want, and they can go buy them when they come back in stock or whatever.
Yeah, perfect.
It's just been tough. I mean, the easiest thing is because most of the kids are bigs now,
right?
And everyone's driving,
right?
This was the easiest. Everyone got a gas card.
Yeah,
you get a gas card. You get a gas card.
Absolutely.
You know, so that made it easy. Last night for Gavin's birthday, he got a gas card. And we're taking his car in on Monday to have everything checked out.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But yeah, like my nephews, like gas cards. Nieces, gas cards.
Yeah.
Gas card.
Yeah, and that's the way to go. I mean, that's what I did for Gavin too. I mean, it makes more sense,
that's what they need, and same thing, like, I know some people got him like food cards because like what does he want? Like this is what he spends his money on.
Oh yeah.
So maybe he can put it towards something else if he wants to,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to go. Gift cards are I think they're impersonable. I used to think that way. I think when I say they're impersonable, they're not, because that's all I give Taylor, and she'll sure enough use my money before she'll use her gift card. That girl had a shoebox of gift cards. One night I said, add up the value. It was over $600.
I'm a gift card holder too.
I said, I told her, I'm like, they expire. She goes, no, they don't. I'm like, that's undo. You better start using them.
Like I am too, because I feel like I need to save them for something really important. And I was shopping at Nordstrom not too long ago. And they had a pair of Tory Burch sandals, and they're like cork, really pretty. I really liked them. They were half off. They were $100. Okay?
That's cheap.
Really cheap.
Yeah.
And I really liked them. They were different than what everybody else has, the black and the brown or whatever. And I was like, all right. And I had like $160 in Nordstrom bucks, and I had a $50 gift card that I had been saving from my birthday from Shannon. And of course, there wasn't the one thing I bought with those shoes. Reagan got some shoes. Reagan got 3 pairs of shoes.
Of course.
But I only had to spend like $40 at Nordstrom.
Right.
Because I have been saving my stuff.
That's it.
So
there is some value to saving your gift cards, but I think as adults, I get it. But when she's spending my money, I'm like, you know what? You're going to get Starbucks today because I know you got $500 on the gift cards on your app on your phone, which I actually did. I got a $50 gift card to Starbucks. So now I had the app apparently. I didn't know that, so I restored it on my phone. So now I'm gonna be in the running for rewards now.
Oh well, I hope you beat me. You'll beat me at Starbucks.
I still don't know what to order.
I go to the Dunkin'.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm a DD
That's right. I still have to. I have an email of the exact drink, and it's 16 words long, and I have to pull it up and say it to the speaker.
That's ridiculous.
I still don't understand. I mean, it's good. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what's in it. I mean, I could read it to you, but I couldn't tell you what's in it.
Like you go there and you get half of this almond milk steamed, and then you add 2 pumps of this, and I'm like, that's too much for me.
It's too much worry. Yeah, no.
Is it even enough for me to tell Jason I want my caramel swirl iced latte? And he's
No.
like, okay, what is it again?
I know.
It's a caramel iced latte.
Or I always order, like, Dunkin' Donuts. I haven't nailed that down exactly yet, what I like. I always assume that it was this before, and then I get them like, gross, that's not what it was.
Well, you like the slushy one, right?
I do like the culotta. Like, I know what that is. The
Okay.
vanilla bean tears my stomach. Oh, but it's like an ice cream milkshake.
Yeah.
But the
along with caffeine.
along with the caffeine, yeah.
Be like,
but I've gotten to, I think I like iced coffee, but like a slushy with the whipped cream. Like, I just like the fatness of it all. I'm not really. My mother always drank coffee, still does, like 3 pots a day, even when it's hot outside. So I always, when I think of coffee, the smell, I think of it as just not a good combo. And so I never liked coffee, steered away from it. But over the past, I don't know, 3-4 months, I've actually like started to. But it makes me poop.
Me too. When I was pregnant, I could not get enough of them iced lattes from Dunkin'
Really?
Donuts. Oh my god, like one a day. Like I was like addicted, and now I with it. But,
Yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna talk about your.
Oh my god. So I got my hair redone.
Okay.
So I had an issue. I want to get into it, but needless to say, I had a very important week. 2 weeks ago.
I think we talked about it last.
I think we did. I don't know if we talked about it too much. But it was a very important week, and I just been very self-conscious about my hair ever since. So I ran into one of my offices, and she was really talking up this one gal that she knew that owned the salon, and she does a Bellagio,
Yes.
which is a highlight. Instead of, usually when they do highlights, they do this, but the Bellagio does this. And like, she was explaining to me the art of it, and I was like, okay, this woman sounds like she's what she's doing. So I called the salon. Like, I just want to do a consultation, and I was kind of describing to her what had happened, and so she's like, you get in today. I said, okay. So Angela, who owns the salon, she was with a client, but she had another gal who she said I was in good hands, and they kind of talked my hair through. So because my hair had breakage in the back, I had to go short. So I have like a bob. So I feel like when I was in high school. Like if you go back to my, if you go back to my yearbook pictures.
You walked in, I was like, whoa, this is Kim.
I know, right? Well, it's actually Tiffany. This is my.
Oh yeah.
My name is Tiffany now. And I went with a gray. So she's like, girl, one thing we're going to have to do is get you all one color. Because I was about 10. So we got to one process, one color. And it's a gray blonde, right? So today, I didn't look like this when we went shopping because I was more bobo-ish. I was in Port St. Lucie. Oh, and we went to this, like, farmer's market in Tradition. Whatever. Disappointed. But I told her, I'm going to bring you a special treat today because we go shopping and I bring her there. She's like, really, Mom?
That would have been your farmer's market.
That would have been my farmer's market. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I like the one in West Palm. Okay. So anyway, so I come out of because we've got a cookie exchange to go do. I got a little thing to go tonight.
Yeah.
So I come out of the camper out of my room, and I was like, she's like, you look all fancy. So first I'm a celebrity, okay? I have to act like it. I'm a business owner. I have to dress like it. And I said, but I feel like a lesbian. I feel like a lesbian with a haircut and the color. She's like, no, Mom, you're a super lesbian. I'm like, what is that? She said, you're like a boss. Like, you're a higher up, like lesbian. Like, you own it. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to rock the lesbian look. And that's today. I didn't.
And you said that, and I was like, I see it. Like, it's the hair. It's a gray sweater.
It is.
And it's
the loafers.
Yes, and loafers. Like that.
Well, here's the thing with the loafers. First of all, I wear heels a lot, and and I run all the time in and out of offices. So I went to Target last week, and I'm like, I need to find me a flat.
I agree with you.
But dressy.
I agree with you.
That's all I had.
But
they are lesbian shoes.
If you have, if you had a color on, like a design, like a flower on the sweater. Yes, I see where you tried to.
I got a little color in my necklace.
You tried to tone this down a bit. I see that, but no, I mean, you look pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pretty lesbian.
Very pretty lesbian. Today dawned on me. Like, I've been rocking this haircut. I'm like, yeah, I got this. I own this. My name is Tiffany. I'm like, I'm giving you like a lesbian today. What are you doing? But you know what?
I'm sorry. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. And I've been getting up the past 3 mornings. Not this much. And walking.
I went for a walk this week.
Did you?
I did. We walked all the way down to the end of the street, Grady and I.
This way?
Came back. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a mile. It's a mile and a half all the way back, down and back. And the horsies are back down there, so that was cool. We took Reagan last night on the golf cart to go see the horsies.
Nice.
And they came to the fence, and this woman came over. She takes care of them. And she told us all about them. They're 3 sisters. They're Lily, Ophelia, Daphne, maybe. One of them's like a black-brown, and the other 2 are like gray-white, and all 3 of them will turn completely white as they age.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they were so sweet, the horses, and she was like, and if you want to like bring carrots or apples, they love that. She's like, the best advice for the carrots is to get an old milk jug and cut the bottom off, slide the carrot through so Reagan can feed them and it won't bite her hand.
Oh, that's smart. Who knew?
Her name was Taylor. She's very sweet to us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
very cool.
Such an awesome experience for Reagan.
Yeah, I bet. It was like a one-on-one. It's not something you would normally get like at a petting zoo, which they're having like pony rides up here at the produce stand. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that too loud.
No, she can't hear you, but I just mean like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
We had to do this last time when they were here for the Fall Fest. They're here for Winter Fest now or something.
Yeah, they have like a couple of food trucks and all that other fun stuff out there.
It's like $5 a ticket.
What? Ride a pony?
Yeah.
Oh.
And $5 to go in the petting zoo, a separate ticket.
You pay me $5 and I will put a pony head on and I'll run around the parking lot.
Well, the guy that just put the Longhorns next door, he said they're really like domesticated and friendly. They'll come over to you. So I'm like, perfect. That's all she needs.
All day long. Just let her sit at the fence and just play with them.
She's like, Cal, why don't you come over here? And I'm like, they're getting used to their new house. Like, they just moved in.
Right. They're a little like, trying to figure life out.
So she'll be excited when that happens.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Unless it's doing it at like 2 o'clock in the morning and mooing like crazy.
Yeah, the dog hates them.
Yeah, I bet.
The dog is like, what in the world? They were putting this fence in all week. Oh, my gosh.
Charlotte was losing it.
And rightfully so. I mean, they're men. And I mean, the property line right back there is just past the camper, and there's men standing there.
Gotcha. So she's not.
There's men like right over here, and she's just like, oh no.
She's not feeling it.
And she shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's her family, and there's men she doesn't know.
Yeah.
She's a good girl. Did I tell you that we're getting a puppy?
What? You're bringing a puppy into this house? Yeah. There's enough of you already.
Yep.
What kind of puppy are you getting?
A Frenchie.
Oh my God! You're getting on the Frenchie train too?
Well. So you know that.
Where the hell are you going to put this puppy?
Well, you know that Jason's mom and Brenda bred
Frenchies,
right? And they have 2 left. And I came out of the room the other night, and Jason's mom said, yeah, Jason said to ask you if we can give Reagan one of the puppies. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And Jason's like, I thought you were going to say no.
Y'all crazy.
So,
can I move in? Well,
yeah, come on.
I mean, I don't know. You can put me. I can stay in the camper and just come inside to take a shower.
Yep. So yeah. So you know, we got a lot going on. Don't get me wrong. I swear.
Girl, don't do it.
Well, there's a lot
I
of
got
people
two.
here.
I hate them.
There's a lot of people here to help. So that is the thing. So coming up with a list of names. I told Jason that he could name him because we all said yes, so he can be the one to name him.
You better remind him when that dog wants to go out and go potty or wants something. I always tell James, I didn't want her.
No, he's going to remind me because he said no and I said yes.
Oh, well, then you're screwed. Because I tell James all the time I didn't want Bella. She's cute and all, but I didn't want her.
Well, there's a lot of us here, like I said, thankfully. So, hopefully. But yeah, so Reagan will be excited. She doesn't know yet.
You're going to give it to her Christmas Day. Well, they're still puppies. They're babies.
Done. They'll be ready in January. So I think that in front of those is going to keep him when we go skiing.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get him and then board him like, Charlotte's going to be boarded. Or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Aren't you excited for me?
I am. I can't believe you're adding another animal. I don't do it. I don't do dogs, and I have 2 of them. I hate them. I discourage anyone from getting a dog because they ruin your life. My dogs, like, I come to the point where I have to drive.
Oh, there's one left? Is that ours? No. If she sells it, we don't get one? Oh, yeah. So if anybody wants a puppy, we got another one left.
I don't want a puppy, but we can. If anybody wants a Frenchie puppy, what's a Frenchie bulldog, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the cutest things ever.
They are cute.
Reach out to us because I will get it for you.
They are cute.
I mean, you have to buy it, but I'll get it for you. They're adorable.
They are adorable. But then that comes with that is responsibility.
I know, but
they ruin your life.
No, well,
you
see,
can't
you guys
go
let
nowhere.
Them. Yeah, because you guys let them.
You can't do nothing.
But you guys let them. So for us, like if
They're
we
not my
go,
dogs.
we go away, we board Charlotte. You guys won't board.
Well, Holler can't board because she'll eat people, and that's James's fault because she's got anxiety like out the wazoo, and Bella's got ADD.
If you brought her to the same place over and over again, like her vet in her same place, and she probably would be okay.
I know. I agree. I do agree with that. Maybe, but they ruin your life because now you're talking. You got to spend money on your vacation. I got to spend money on their vacation, right? It's like $200. You know, I'm like, oh.
I agree. But we just what we do is we just include the price of boarding is a cost of our.
Agreed. Yeah.
And it's part of our vacation budget.
Well, you know, I should even have the dogs to board them because now they're cutting into my food budget, okay? Because I was going to have ice cream every night or twice a day, but now I can't, you know?
Well, you know what? You should say thank you because you shouldn't have ice cream twice a day.
That is true. So
I do. I mean, thank you.
I say that I hate them, but I love them at night because when they cuddle and they're cute and all that stuff, you know, but still, and they just irritate me to no end. And I want to get rid of them. I just want to open the door and let them go. But I love them.
Yep. So that's our story.
James brought Bella to work with him in the tractor because she was alone too long. Because I'm in Stewart or I'm in Sebring, and she has a tendency to go potty in the camper.
Yeah.
I just put her in a crate; she'll be fine.
That's it.
She comes home wore out because she's just bouncing all day. You know.
Well, she can't sleep.
No, she can't sleep. So she's, she takes like 2 naps a day, which I know they are at 11 and 1. And, but she can't sleep. And he lets her get, like, once he gets a block done, run and stuff.
Right.
So Holler loves it. I love it because we only got one to deal with, you know. And I'm like, I said, I want my dog's life. Exactly. You know, somebody picks up your poop, they feed you, they walk you, you get to go to work with them.
Well, that's it. Once we get the puppy, like, potty train, I can probably bring him to work because he's little.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlotte's too big. She can't come to the office.
Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah.
I don't think there's no sneaking her in.
And I think they noticed Charlotte in a minute. So before we go, so we're gonna have a New Year's because our next episode will be New Year's Day dropping. So we'll talk more about what we're most thankful for. But just becauseing, like that's a word. So since this is dropping Christmas Day. Just give me like a little reflection of the past year. Like, what is like your thoughts?
Okay, so I would say like 2020 obviously has been crazy for everyone, right? And I thought about this one a lot, and it's not because you told me to talk about this before now, but in general, and thinking about in perspective of my life, is that I see sometimes COVID as a blessing, and the reason I say that is I was pregnant, and obviously, and I had Grady. And we were by ourselves in the hospital. Thankfully, Jason could be there. I couldn't imagine that. But We got some alone time there. And then because of COVID, Jason, and having a newborn, Jason was able to work from home for like 6 weeks. That would have never happened. He would have never been able to be here with us for 6 weeks. You know, I mean, he was working, don't get me wrong, but he was here every day for 6 weeks. Opening a company, like, is scary. And the COVID time is scary, but it just felt like it was the right time. So those are huge blessings that came, you know, this year. Obviously, my family is a huge blessing. You know, having another baby. There have been a little hard times. I mean, you know, Grady was in NICU. A week after having him, I got arthritis. We may joke about it, but this was a really serious thing that's changed. I had surgery for my, you know, hernia. And we're building this house. It's been a lot on our plates, but I mean, we still wake up every day. I'm very happy with my life. I couldn't be any happier at the end of 2020. I'm much happier at the end of 2020 than I was in 2019.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I mean, if you think about it with COVID, I mean, it's kind of like you hear a lot of people say, "I'm over 2020," you know, and so for you to have your perspective on that, it's kind of different, you know.
And it keeps things small. Like I'm able to it's slowed our pace down because there was no choice.
Right.
Because people weren't coming and going as much, and people weren't, oh, I'm in town, come see me here. And it's like, Jason and I were constantly running from place to friend to this to that, to meet up for this, meet up for that, do this, do that. And like, yes, we're very busy building the house, so he's not even around most weekends because of it, but it's slowed down the pace of everything else.
Right.
And that I am so thankful for, because it goes by so fast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'd have to say, like, you know, I have mixed emotions about 2020, you know, just because, you know, we sold our house, which should be a positive thing. It's a blessing that we did. But it's bittersweet too. You know, I have regrets. Maybe we shouldn't have sold, because now we can't find anything. And so, you know, I struggle with that, and almost having bought a house, and now we didn't buy it. Now it's not happening, you know. And then I look every day at prices of houses, and I'm like, you know, we're living in a camper and going into 2021. So, you know, my thing is I'm ready for 2020 to be over. Like, you know, I just, you know, there's just moving on to other things. I still was employed with my job, so I'm thankful for that, because there's a lot of people that, you know, are not employed, you know, because of COVID, you know. So I am thankful for that. And, you know, knowing that we're starting this adventure, you know, is, like you said, it's the right time, and you were able to give your attention to it, you know. So that's a blessing in the way that it all worked out, you know. So, and I think moving into the office, I'm excited for that, because I'm hoping that it'll kind of be more of a deterrence to just change the lane a little bit, right? And change the, you know, to change the pace up a little bit.
Right. It's not a hobby.
It's not a hobby. And anything I've ever had is a hobby. Like, it's funny, when I walked down this fresh market or farmer's market today, there was a gal there with a trailer who had a boutique, you know, and I'm like, that could have been me. But everything I've ever done was a hobby, you know, and I never really was accountable to anyone but myself, you know, and I had my highs and my lows, and I had more lows than highs. And so it's nice to have somebody that's accountable to me,
right,
and keeping me going just as much as I keep you going. You know, it's like, you know, just when you're having your bad days, and, you know, because you're like, the phone's not ringing, and then all of a sudden the phone's ringing off the hook, and I don't hear from you all day. I'm like, I know she's busy, and I ain't gonna call her. That's why I'll text you, call me when you can, because I know that you're busy. You know, so that's exciting. I'm kind of hoping that that'll start off, you know, 2021. And I hope, you know, to find a house. But I'm also coming to a place now that everything happens for a reason. You know, and I don't know what that is.
Right.
I really don't. Usually I'm just like, whatever happens, happens. But now I'm kind of like wondering what's going to happen.
Right.
So,
maybe because it's taking a little longer than what you think, anyway, on your timeline. I mean, you know, God's got his own timeline for you.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't have to cook as much, so that's always a blessing. It doesn't take me as long to clean with my OCD. So, you know, I'm going to kind of embrace 2021 a little bit, maybe, and just, you know, have a different outlook. But I'm ready for it to be over. Yeah, definitely need to be healthier.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got to.
That's the heaviest I've ever been when I went to the doctor, girl. I said, you know how you get on those real scales and they move over that bar, the big bar, and then they have the little bar? I said, you're going to have to move over one more. Maybe one more. When she moved that big bar over, and then she moved it, and I'm like, oh, and then she moved the little one. I said, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, the biggest I've ever been not being pregnant.
I said, hold on, let me take my shoes off. I had my loafers on. She was like, I don't think it's going to add much. She started laughing. So I'm the biggest I've ever been. I'm like, oh, my God. And I thought, you know, James was like, well, you said when we moved in this camper, we were going to change our lifestyle. We were going to live like Matthew McConaughey.
Right.
You know, and be, you know, whatever. I was going to be healthier. Like I was
Right.
going to be making a garden out back, but I'm not.
No.
So I need to get
Me
healthier.
too. I gotta make some goals, and I'm not gonna do like it's not like gonna be a New Year's resolution type goal. It'll just be like because I can't start New Year's Day. Like it's just I'm not like I'm a person who needs a start date,
Right.
but I don't like ones that I feel pressured into. Mm-hmm. So I'll have to like.
You almost feel you're like an addict. You have to hit rock bottom, before you really.
I'm close.
And that's what happened to me. And I think about the times I did lose weight, I was fed up with myself,
Yeah.
So I look like a fat lesbian. So maybe I'm at that point
You're
where,
like, I need a picture of you, and I was like, no.
yeah, we can do headshots.
Not with this like triple.
We could do,
chin.
if I'm really to rock this, I'm like, goddamn. I'm like, she is skinny and she's worried about what she looks like. I'm over here like a fatty and I'm like, let's take my picture. Like, some of my
I have
hairdo.
like 5 chins.
No, you don't. We can filter that out. Photographers are really good at that
No,
stuff.
they gotta,
We can just do the head.
I gotta contour that.
Okay, well, we can have them. We can do that. Just headshots, like we look like, like for our business page, and then we can do a full body. I'm gonna be putting you on camera a lot, girl. So we're gonna be going on live. And you're gonna be like, take me as I am in about 2 months.
Yeah,
you're gonna have
because
so
I'll
much
lost
video.
a lot of weight because I'm like I just saw myself on there.
Well, that's true. Maybe that'll be a motivator. That'll be a
This
motivator.
podcast works because no one sees what we look like.
I know, it's true. Well, from time to time we sprinkle some photos out
Yeah,
there,
but still.
But yeah, it's true. So we have to get on some type of healthy kick. I feel like.
All right, we gotta get going to this party.
All right,
Everybody
guys.
Have a very, very Merry Christmas, and we will see you next week.
We'll see you next week. We'll talk to you Christmas Day or New Year's Day. Bye.